performance contracting relative to energy-related projects. In October of last year, you had a presentation we all did from Celtic Energy, a gentleman by the name of Chris Halpin, and the council had asked that we follow up on his presentation, and a couple of weeks ago the staff and I met with him for about 3 hours. We went through a lot of details, and a lot of unanswered questions were very quickly and adequately addressed. The long and short of this is that we're in a position where we think we're comfortable proceeding with a pilot program. What we would recommend, and we would meet with the Energy Commission on this, is that we would look at 4 or 6 buildings that are representative of the town, and we would do an RFP, RFQ on those buildings. And we would get a response from some number of ESCOs, which are the energy service companies, and at the very least, we'd have a good sense of the kinds of information and qualitative and quantitative data that they can provide us on those 4 or 6 buildings without having to make any commitment at all. The only commitment that we would have to make is to the consultant, and the Energy Commission, when they applied for the $108,000 grant from the stimulus package, set aside $26,000 for consultants. So I think we're in a position where we'd like to go to the Energy Commission and at least see if we could move along a pilot program that would have, I think, little downside and a lot of upside to the town if it works out well. There's a couple of things that are still unanswered. One, there's the concern we still have with the impact that ultimately, if we went the whole distance, it could have relative to referendum. And I've deferred to Dwight on that one, and he's researching that. And then the other unknown is the whole financing part of this. There's an individual who's their financing person who's going to work with our finance people just to work through some of the pros and cons of it. So even though we have this referendum issue and we're not really clear on whether we'd want to satisfy it through the ESCO, there's still a lot of benefits to going forward with it, just in terms of the benchmarking and basically getting 6 buildings done at really no cost. So we're going to proceed with that to the Energy Commission, and then ultimately, if they're supportive, it will come back to the council by way of a recommendation. The next item is the Boulder Knoll Farm. Just a couple of quick things, and I guess I'm just looking for some guidance on this. There's a memo attached to your packet from Bill Volker, and there's a grant potential of $20,000